Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everyone in today's class. Our textbook is Weekend 2, and today, inshallah, we will cover Unit 3, My Day, Animals, Places, Evaluation. This lesson will be presented by me, teacher Mazen Harbi, and the sign language by Mr. Fawaz Al-Agil. So let's begin. In this evaluation, we're going to review Unit 3, My Day, Animals, and Places. So the first lesson we did learn in this unit was talk time, that can be seen on pages 18 and 19. And our goal was to build up questions and answers about everyday activities. So the first thing we did learn about in this lesson was talking about our day. What are the activities? What are the things that we did in our day? So just a reminder, for example, when someone interviewed a boy and he says, "Tell me about your day." And the boy says that I get up at 6 o'clock. So the first thing our friend do when he in his day is to get up at 6 o'clock. The second question, what time do you eat lunch? What time do you eat lunch? He says at 2 o'clock. Then I do my homework. I eat lunch at 2 o'clock, and after this I eat or I do my homework. So these are two activities the boy said, and also he says with them the time. He said what time did he get up, which is 6 o'clock, and also the what time did he eat lunch at 2 o'clock. Also, we listen to further questions, which is, do you watch TV in the evening? He says yes. So this is another activity this boy did, which is watching TV in the evening. And what do you do on Saturday? So here we want to know about the boy's activities on Saturday. And the boy say, I play with my friends. That I play with my friends. So you can ask these questions to a partner. So maybe you can ask your classmates from your classroom, or maybe you can ask one of your family members, or even one of your friends. Ask them these questions about the activities they did, the activities, what time do they get up, and also and what time do they have lunch, and also what do they do on Saturday, and also any other activities. So after this, we also had, or we did review the grammar toolbox, where we said that if we start a question with do, we usually have two types of answer. If we start our question with do, we have two kinds of answer. The first one, yes, I do. And the second one, no, I don't. So if someone asks, do you watch TV in the evening? Either you say, yes, I do, or no, I don't. The second question that we can use when we ask someone about the activity he or she do, we can say, what time do you get up? What time do you get up? So here is a question about timing. Question about time. So we said, what time? What time do you get up? What time do you watch TV? What time do you go to school? So if we want to talk about time, here we start our question with what time. Usually we have answers like I get up at 6 o'clock, I watch TV at 2 o'clock, I play with my friends at 5 o'clock, and so on. And finally, whether we talk about myself, I, or whether I talk about you, you, and whether we talk about ourselves, me and you, we say we, or if I want to talk about other people, when I say they, we use the same verb. We don't make any changes to the verb. So I get up at 6 o'clock. You get up at 6 o'clock. We get up at 6 o'clock, and they get up at 6 o'clock. And after this, we did learn about how to say, what time is it? What time is it? And we said that here you need to listen to the time, and you need to match each of these times with the right numbers. For example, when we listen, or the first time we listen to is 12. 12. So which of these times that we did listen to first? It is 12. So here we go in 12 and we write number 1. We go to 12 and we write number 1. And this is only an example of how we did answer this, or how we did answer this exercise. We listened to different times and we put the right numbers according to the listening. And after this, we said that put a check school days in your country. For example, in your country, there are school days and weekends where you don't have school at these days. So, can you read these days now and put a check mark on the days where you actually go to school? Let's read each day. If it's the school day, then we put a check mark. So, let's start with the first one. Sunday. Do we go to school on Sunday? If the answer is yes, then here we put a check mark. How about Monday? Do we go to school on Monday? The answer is yes, so here we put a check mark. How about Tuesday? Do we go to school on Tuesday? So here we put also a check mark. And how about Wednesday? Do we go to school on Wednesday? Here we put a check mark. And also on Thursday we go to school. And how about Friday? Do we go to school on Friday? The answer is no, so here we don't write anything. Let's move straight to a Saturday. Do we go to school on Saturday? The answer is no, so here we leave it as it is and we don't put a check mark as with the other one. And also what we did with this lesson is that we ask and answer in pairs. So we said that have a table like this and ask your friend. For example, what time do you get up? If he says, I get up at 7 o'clock, then you can write it here. And also when ask him again, where do you eat lunch? If he says, I eat lunch at home, then you write the answer here. And you can switch roles. Your friend will start ask you a question and you write down your answers here. And after this, we had the rhythms and sound lesson on pages 20 and 21. And our goal was to chant, ask, and talk about animals use can or can't. So we listened to a chant that is called, which animal is it? Let's listen to this chant and then we'll continue. Its jaws are huge. They crush and chew. It can walk and swim. It can hunt for food. So these are the chant about an animal, and we say what animal or which animal is it? And we answered that it was the crocodile. It was the crocodile. Now the second part of our chant. Their skin is green. Their eyes pop out. They can jump and dive. They are loud and fun. So we asked again, which animal is it? We said it's the frog. It's the frog. And after this, we did listen and point to about the chant about different animals. Like, for example, when we listen or we answer this question, we circled the answer whether yes or no. So, for example, we said, can ostriches run? The answer was yes. So we go here and we circle the answer yes. And can they fly? The answer was no. So we go here and we circle no. And the same thing we did with kangaroos. When we ask, can kangaroos fly? The answer is, of course, no. But can they jump? The answer was, yes, they can. And also about polar bears. Can they swim? The answer was, yes, they can. And can they speak? The answer was, no, they can't speak. So after this, we said we can make sentences about these questions. For example, with ostriches, we made this sentence. Ostriches can run, but they can't fly. Here in these sentences, we talk about what animals can and can't do based on the questions. After this, we listen to a chant and we write the words. The chant was about different weather conditions, like it's sunny and hot, sit in the shade and talk. It's cloudy and gray, there is no sun today. And also the other part of this chant where we said it's rainy and wet, we're not there yet. And it's snowy and cold, don't catch a cold. It's cloudy and cool, get out of the pool. So we did listen to the chant and we answered by writing down the suitable words with the answers. And we said you can talk about the weather in your town using or describing different seasons. After this, we had the words lesson on pages 22 and 23, where we ask and talk about jobs. And in this lesson, we did listen to 10 different jobs, like, for example, the astronaut, the architect, the pilot, the cook, the computer technician, and also the doctor, and also teacher, farmer, firefighter, and businessman. And so we said that we can use all of these jobs to make questions like this game, where you guess or you have in mind one of these jobs and you ask the person to try to guess. And the person will ask you a question like, does he work in an office, or is he an architect, or is he a technician? So we can make different guesses so we can come up with the answer. After this, we learned about does. The first lesson, we learned about do, and here we learn about does, about someone else, not me and you, about a third person. Does he, for example, does he work in an office? Maybe I'm talking about your father or your brother. Does he work in an office? Or maybe I ask about your mother or sister. Does she works in an office? This is where we can use does to ask about a third person, not yourself and not the person in front of you. And also we did listen and match, where we said that we have 4 different people. We need to write the right descriptions for each of these people. As with the first one, or number 2, we said that there is someone who has long and brown hair, brown eyes, red jacket, and sitting. So we said that she is number 2. She has long, brown hair, and also brown eyes. And even she is wearing a red jacket and she is sitting. And we did the same with the other people we can see on the picture. So we talk about their description, what are they wearing and how do they look like. And after this we said that you can describe someone in your class. Talk about his or her hair. Talk about the clothes that she is wearing and help your friend to try to guess what's the name of this person. And after this we had the phonics lesson on pages 24 and 25 where we said that make the sound for EE and EA. Try to use the plurals for that and those. So here we said that with EA, they are pronounced differently in different words. So for example, here we pronounce it as sleep, read, and head. Sleep, read, head. So in sleep and read, we have a longer vowel. But with the last one, we have a very short one. Head, as in head, bread. They are short vowels. But we have longer one like read and meat. These are also a long vowel. So these were the differences between these two words. So also we did practice this where we describe the difference between there is and there are. We said that we use there is when we want to talk about one person, and we use there are when we want to talk about more, when we say there are 3 men, not 1 man. And also we learned the difference between that and those. We use that for only one thing, something singular, and we use those for more than one thing, as in tooth and teeth. The same goes here with foot and feet, and with mouse and mice. And after this, we did listen about the map. We had the city map, and we describe the places, and we write down the names of each of these places based on the reading we did read here about this map. And after this, to talk about our things in the house, we did read these sentences and we answered. If the answer is true, based on the picture, we will circle T. And if the answer was no, we will circle F about these places. So this was all what we did learn in this unit. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.